11 easy cleaning habits that actually work. I'm Marcus, and I'm about to show you something that's going to change how you think about cleaning your home. Most of us believe that keeping a house nice means spending all day scrubbing, bending, and pushing vacuums until we collapse. But what if I told you that the people with the cleanest homes aren't the ones who clean the hardest? They're the ones who clean smarter. Stick around for the next few minutes because I'm sharing 11 habits that seniors have discovered that keep their homes spotless with barely any effort. And before we jump in, if you appreciate practical tips that actually make life easier, smash that like button and subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks. Let's dive in. Lazy cleaning habit number 1. Robot vacuum, your automatic floor guardian. Let's start with something that's about to blow your mind. How many times have you dragged out the vacuum, plugged it in, and felt exhausted just looking at the cord? Vacuuming is supposed to be simple, but somehow it turns into this massive production. You pull it out, you're already tired before you even start, and by the time you finish one room, you need a coffee break. That's where the robot vacuum comes in, and I cannot stress enough how game-changing this is for people who want clean floors without the workout. Hundreds of seniors I've talked to absolutely love their robot vacuums. These little machines have changed their entire approach to home cleaning. People have actually named theirs. One gentleman calls his unit Victor, and he says it's the most reliable roommate he's ever had. A woman told me she named hers Beatrice because she beats the dirt out of the floors without complaining. What makes this so incredible is that you're not doing the work anymore. You can sit on your couch, drink your morning coffee, watch your favorite show, or take an afternoon nap while this little machine is taking care of your floors. Some models even mop at the same time, which means you're getting 2 jobs done simultaneously. Your floors are getting that hotel lobby shine while you're reading the newspaper or chatting with family. The best part? There's a constant level of cleanliness happening in your home. You're not waiting until the weekend to do a massive cleaning day. Instead, this machine is constantly patrolling your floors, picking up crumbs and dust throughout the day and night. Your home never gets that grimy feeling because maintenance is happening automatically. Sure, sometimes your robot gets stuck under the couch or tangled in a sock and you have to do a rescue mission. But honestly, that's still way easier and less annoying than wrestling with a full-size vacuum cleaner around your entire home. Plus, watching it bump gently into walls and navigate your rooms is actually kind of entertaining. Remember to share this with friends who are tired of heavy vacuum work. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks for more life-changing tips. Lazy cleaning habit number 2. Quick clean supplies at every station. Here's a secret that separates people with perpetually clean homes from people who are always playing catch-up. It's not about how hard they work. It's about how they prevent small messes from becoming big problems. Think about what happens in a normal day. You spill a little coffee on the counter. By itself, that's nothing. But 3 days later, it's this crusty, sticky brown mark that looks terrible and is now hard to remove. You get a little toothpaste splatter on the bathroom mirror. Leave it alone for a week, and suddenly you can barely see a reflection. These little things add up. This is why having cleaning supplies within arm's reach in every room is absolutely brilliant. I'm not talking about keeping everything locked away under the sink where you're not going to crawl down and grab it. I mean placing wipes, cleaning cloths, and quick clean tools where you actually spend your time. Keep a pack of wipes in your bathroom drawer. Keep a canister next to your favorite reclining chair. Stash a small stack under your coffee table. Make the tools so convenient that cleaning something is as easy as reaching for the TV remote. That's the key to this whole approach. I know an older gentleman named David who uses microfiber cloths throughout his entire house. He rolls them up like little cigars and keeps them in every room. He told me, whenever I notice a smudge or a mark, I just wipe it while I'm walking by. It's not really cleaning in my mind. I'm just fixing small things instantly. And here's the result of his strategy. His house always looks sharp and polished, and he probably spends less than a minute per day actually doing any wiping. You develop this kind of automatic habit where you're wiping things as you go about your day. You're on a phone call, and you grab a wipe and clean the counter without even thinking about it. You're watching television, and you quickly swipe away some crumbs that landed on the table. It starts to feel like natural multitasking. The real magic happens because you're stopping these problems before they become stubborn. hardened, stuck on ketchup, or dried food residue on a counter requires serious scrubbing effort to remove. But if you wipe it when it's fresh, it takes half a second. Your future self will appreciate you for this approach. Lazy cleaning habit number 3. Declutter once, enjoy forever. Let me share something that sounds too simple to be true. The laziest way to keep your home clean is to not own so much stuff in the first place. Every object in your home is basically a chore waiting to happen. That decorative ceramic piece on your shelf, it needs dusting. The collection of mismatched mugs in your cabinet, they need washing. Extra throw pillows on your couch, they gather dust and create extra work when you vacuum. Each possession is basically making a promise that you'll spend time maintaining it. Now, I met a retired gentleman who said something that really stuck with me. He said, every item in your house that you don't truly use is just hidden work waiting to happen. He's absolutely right about this. The beautiful thing about a major declutter session is that you only have to do it once, really do it thoroughly, and then you get to enjoy years of less work and less stress. It's not an ongoing battle. I know a woman named Patricia who simplified her entire kitchen. She kept only a few really good knives, just enough plates and bowls to get through a couple of days, and only the pots and pans she actually uses for cooking. She told me with a laugh, "My dishes never pile up anymore because I physically don't own enough dishes to let them pile up. I can't create chaos even if I tried." Think of this process like firing your possessions from their jobs. That bread machine you used once back in 1990s? Fired. The 3 vases that just sit there collecting dust? They're out of here. That massive pile of plastic storage containers with no matching lids? Definitely fired. What's left is the collection of items that actually earn their place in your home. Things that make your life better or easier. Things that don't require constant maintenance and attention. Once you actually go through this process, cleaning becomes so much lighter. You have fewer surfaces to dust, you're not tripping over things, you're not opening drawers full of mystery items that you're scared of. The amount of space in your home increases, and psychologically, it feels better to live there. This isn't about being trendy or becoming some ultra-minimalist. This is about being strategically lazy. You put in effort one time to set everything up perfectly, and then you get to enjoy a lifetime of lower maintenance and lower stress. If this is helping you understand a better approach to cleaning, please smash that like button and leave a comment about which habit is going to help you the most. Lazy cleaning habit number 4. Footwear boundary at the front door. Let's talk about something that seems simple but makes a massive difference. Establishing a no shoes inside zone. Here's the thing about dirt. Dirt is incredibly sneaky. It doesn't politely knock on your front door and ask for permission to enter. No. Dirt attaches itself to your shoes and gets a free ride throughout your entire house. The moment you take even a few steps inside, that dirt is jumping off your shoes and settling into your carpets, your tile floors, your rugs, and even onto your furniture if you put your feet up on the couch. Before you know it, your living room looks like it's been the hosting location for weekly tractor pulls. The carpet gets dark and dingy, your floors look dirty constantly, the whole house just has this tired, unclean feeling. The solution is elegant and simple: keeping shoes at the door. Now, this isn't revolutionary advice, but here's why it's such a brilliant, lazy hack. This approach isn't about cleaning more. It's about cleaning way less. You're stopping the problem at the source before it ever gets inside your house. The results are dramatic. You vacuum way less often, your floors stay looking clean and shiny for longer, your carpets don't develop that mysterious odor that keeps bothering you. Essentially, you're making future you incredibly happy. But here's the critical element to make this work. You have to set it up in a way that makes it effortless. Senior residents who successfully stick with this habit set up their entry area smartly. They place a sturdy chair right by the door because, let's be honest, trying to hop on one foot while struggling with shoelaces is asking for an accident to happen. A shoe rack or basket keeps everything organized, so you're not constantly tripping over sneakers and slippers scattered everywhere. Have a stash of indoor slippers or soft shoes ready, and the moment you step inside, you slip into something comfortable and cozy. There's actually a woman named Helen who's 81 years old, and she calls her slippers her house uniform. She even keeps a basket full of guest slippers in her entryway for when family and friends visit. When her grandchildren come over, they laugh about it initially, but they all participate in the custom, And Helen just smiles because her white carpets still look absolutely pristine. The carpets look like fluffy clouds. She told me, it's not about being overly fussy or particular, it's about being smart and lazy. I would much rather hand someone a pair of nice slippers than drag out the vacuum twice every single day. I'm being selfish about my time, and I love it. She's completely right. If you've ever pulled out the vacuum just because of dried mud clumps or bits of grass that got trapped inside, you know how frustrating that is. Why spend your time cleaning that up later when you can simply prevent it from happening in the first place? The shoes off habit is basically your home's way of saying to dirt and mud, not happening today, you stay outside where you belong. Lazy cleaning habit number 5. Wipe as you live. The 1-minute rule. This one's deceptively simple, but once you really incorporate it into your daily routine, it genuinely changes everything about how clean your home stays. The rule is straightforward. If something takes a minute or less, just do it immediately. No putting it off, no making deals with yourself, no I'll do it later stories. Just handle it right away. Before you dismiss this as too simplistic, let me explain why this particular approach works so incredibly well for people who want to keep their homes clean without being overwhelmed. Small tasks are what create problems for most of us. A single mug in the sink by itself looks harmless. A jacket thrown over a chair won't bother anyone. A piece of mail sitting on the kitchen counter is totally fine. But here's what actually happens. That one mug becomes a tower of dishes, plates, and spoons. The jacket develops friends. Soon you've got 3 sweaters, a scarf, 2 hats, and a jacket all piled up together. And that single piece of mail on the counter, it multiplies like a rabbit colony. Before you can blink, you're staring at an overwhelming mountain of tasks that feels impossible to tackle. This is where the 1-minute rule becomes absolutely magical. Instead of letting stuff sit and accumulate, you deal with it before it has a chance to multiply and grow out of control. Use the spoon for your morning cereal, rinse it quickly, and stick it in the dishwasher. That takes maybe 20 seconds. Just finish reading the morning newspaper, fold it up, and put it in your recycling bin. Another 15 seconds. Walking past the bathroom, give that counter a fast swipe while you're in there. It doesn't feel like you're cleaning. It feels like tiny moments of maintenance that keep your house from falling into chaos. A friend of mine, Robert, who's in his mid-70s, swears by this approach. He told me, I don't think of myself as cleaning anymore. I just never allow things to get dirty or messy in the first place. And you know what? Looking at his home, he's completely right. His house consistently looks neat and organized, but I've never once watched him do some big all-day cleaning marathon. He just sprinkles these 1-minute tasks throughout his regular day, like seasoning on a delicious meal. The approach is lazy, but it actually works like magic. You don't even register that you're doing chores. You're having a conversation with your grandchildren, and without conscious thought, you hang your coat on the hook instead of tossing it on a chair. You rinse your teacup instead of just leaving it abandoned on the counter. These mini actions and tiny habits save you literally hours down the road. It's essentially tricking yourself into maintaining a clean house without ever blocking off an entire afternoon specifically for intensive scrubbing. Lazy cleaning habit number 6. Protective liners for every surface. Now this is what I call next level lazy genius. If you truly want to save yourself painful scrubbing sessions and plenty of frustration, line every single surface that you possibly can. I'm talking about your fridge shelves, your kitchen cabinets, your drawers, even your microwave turntable. Think of it as putting a protective raincoat on your entire house. Here's the logic behind this idea. Messes happen. That's just reality. Something's always going to spill, drip, leak, or crumble. That's a guarantee. But instead of spending 30 minutes scrubbing hardened spaghetti sauce off your fridge shelf or chipping away at dried peanut butter stuck in your pantry, you simply lift out the protective liner, shake it off, or rinse it, and you're completely done. The mess never even touches the actual surface underneath. It's brilliant. I met a woman called Susan who lines literally everything in her kitchen with those flexible plastic mats you can get super cheap at the dollar store. She told me with a big smile, I haven't actually scrubbed the inside of my refrigerator in 10 years. Why in the world would I? My liners do all the work, and they're disposable. And she's not exaggerating. When something spills in her fridge, she just pulls out the liner, rinses it under the sink, dries it off, and puts it back in. Meanwhile, her fridge still looks absolutely brand new because the actual surfaces are completely protected. Another gentleman I know takes this strategy even further. He lines the bottoms of his trash cans with old newspapers so nothing sticks to the metal. He lines the bottom of his oven with aluminum foil to catch drips. He even lines his bathroom shelves with wax paper to prevent water rings. He told me, this isn't about being overly neat or perfect. It's about being smart and lazy. I want cleaning to take me 10 seconds, not 10 minutes. And honestly, I completely respect that philosophy. Here's the fantastic part. You don't need to buy anything expensive or fancy. You can use regular wax paper, parchment paper, paper towels, newspaper, or even old magazines if you're in a thrifty mood. Literally anything that can catch a mess and get tossed out or rinsed off is fair game. One grandmother I know had a particularly clever idea. She lined her microwave interior with a paper plate. Every single time food splattered or exploded in there, she just replaced the paper plate. No scrubbing, no chemical sprays, no wrestling with a dirty sponge. She simply said, life's way too short to spend 15 minutes cleaning exploded soup off microwave walls. And you know what? She's absolutely right. Start lining things up, and yes, it feels a little silly at the beginning, but after the first time you avoid spending 10 minutes scrubbing a stubborn, sticky mess that would have been terrible without the liner, you'll ask yourself why you didn't start doing this years ago. Drop a comment and let me know which habit you're going to try first. And don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks for more smart cleaning tricks. Lazy cleaning habit number 7, laundry baskets as portable organization. Here's a little-known secret that a lot of people don't realize. Laundry baskets are basically the unsung heroes of a tidy and organized home. These baskets got marketed to us as containers specifically for dirty clothes, but honestly, they're incredibly useful for organizing just about everything else too. I know a lot of seniors who use baskets like mobile storage units that help them keep their whole house functioning better. One gentleman told me, if it fits in the basket, I count it as organized. And surprisingly, he's totally right about this. Think about what happens when clutter starts building up in your living room. There's mail sitting on a table, yesterday's newspaper and crossword puzzle, that sweater you promised yourself you'd fold 3 days ago, random objects from various rooms. Instead of stressing about it and feeling overwhelmed, you just scoop all of it into a basket or two. Instantly, your room looks put together again. The space looks organized. If someone unexpectedly stops by for a visit, you can sweep half your living room into a basket in literally 30 seconds flat and tuck it into your bedroom like it never happened. Your guests walk in and think, wow, you really keep such a tidy house. Meanwhile, you're smirking inside because all your clutter is just hidden behind a closed door. But baskets are useful for so much more than just emergency tidying. They're absolutely fantastic as collection stations for different categories of items. A lot of people use one basket specifically for everything that needs to go upstairs to the bedrooms, another separate basket for things that need to go out to the garage, and yet another one for random miscellaneous clutter that they'll sort through eventually when they have the energy or when the guilt finally gets to them. This system means you're not running back and forth throughout your house like a delivery person. You just gather things as you go, set the basket aside, and deal with it whenever you want. And let's not forget something else important. Laundry baskets actually make heavy lifting way easier. A friend of mine, Janera, told me she hasn't carried grocery bags in her hands directly from the car in years. Instead, she puts the bags inside a large laundry basket and drags it from the car to the kitchen in one trip. Lazy? Absolutely. Brilliant and smart? Also absolutely. At this point, I think laundry baskets genuinely deserve some kind of award. They're basically the closest thing to a portable black hole for clutter. And the best part? They never judge you for how long you leave things sitting inside them. No complaints, no attitude. Just quiet, efficient organization.
Lazy cleaning habit number 8. Dishwasher, the miracle machine. Here's a surprising truth that most people never think about. Your dishwasher isn't just for dishes. It's basically a giant sanitizing machine, and it absolutely doesn't care whether you load it with plates or basically anything else from your house. I've talked to tons of seniors who get absolutely excited once they discover this reality. Once you really embrace the full potential of your dishwasher, you'll never waste another hour standing at the sink, hand-scrubbing weird-shaped items again. People load all sorts of things in there. Microwave turntables, refrigerator shelves, stove knobs, the dogs' and cats' food bowls. One man admitted to putting his baseball caps in the dishwasher. A woman told me she tosses her flip-flops in there during the summer months on the bottom rack. I even talked to a grandfather who said, if it physically fits inside the dishwasher, it's completely fair game. I call it my cleaning magic box. And when you really think about it, this makes total sense. Why would you stand over a sink with a sponge, bending and scrubbing for 15 minutes when you can simply load things up, press a button, and walk away for half an hour? It's honestly the laziest approach to cleaning there is. There's no physical effort, no containers of soapy water, no pain in your back. You just let the machine do all the actual hard work while you watch your favorite television show or read a book. Now here's the part that feels genuinely magical. When you start using your dishwasher for more than just dishes and plates, your entire home stays cleaner without you even really noticing it happening. Refrigerator shelves don't develop those mysterious sticky spots and goo. Stove grates stop looking like they just survived a massive barbecue explosion. Even your glass light fixture covers can go into the dishwasher and come out sparkling clean and bright. It's basically like cheating at cleaning, and nobody can criticize you because it's genuinely brilliant. There's just one warning I'll give. Don't get too adventurous with what you throw in there. I once read about a guy who decided to put his entire toolbox in the dishwasher with all the wrenches and metal tools. That didn't end well at all. But as long as you stick to regular household items that are designed to handle heat and water, you're going to be absolutely fine. So the next time you catch yourself hand-scrubbing something and thinking there has to be a better way, remember that your dishwasher is just sitting there like an underpaid worker ready for overtime. Give it the work. Your back will definitely thank you. Your time will thank you. And honestly, you're going to feel a little bit smug every single time you skip hand-scrubbing something by placing it in the machine instead. Lazy cleaning habit number 9. Strategic drop zone by your entrance. Let's be completely honest here. Most people don't enter their homes looking like they stepped out of a television commercial. You know the ones I mean, right? They glide in through the door, smoothly hang up their jacket, carefully place their shoes on a proper rack, and gently set their keys in a pretty little bowl. That's not real life. Most of us practically stumble inside like we just finished wrestling with life itself. Shoes get kicked off and land wherever they fall. Mail gets tossed onto whatever surface is closest. Bags get dropped in the middle of the floor, and suddenly your entry area looks exactly like a clearance bin at a store just exploded. This is where creating a drop zone becomes absolutely magical. Think of it like setting up a little landing pad specifically designed for all the stuff you normally scatter everywhere when you first come home. You need a small table, or a basket, or a couple of hooks on the wall, or even just a nice tray placed by your front door. Keys go in the tray or basket immediately. Sunglasses? Toss them there. Mail you need to deal with? Put it in the basket until you're ready to go through it. Shoes you just took off? A little mat or bin works perfectly. I've talked to so many seniors who say that making this one simple change cut down their overall daily clutter without them even trying or thinking about it. One man told me he stopped wasting 10 minutes every morning looking for his wallet or keys before leaving the house. He just goes to the drop zone and grabs it. Done. A woman joked that her drop zone has become so good that her grandkids now think it's like a treasure chest, and they call it Grandma's treasure pile. They get excited going through it. The beauty of creating this system is that you don't actually have to be neat or perfect about it. Your stuff is technically still being dumped somewhere, but it looks intentional and organized. Lazy? Definitely. Brilliant? Absolutely yes. And the most important part? Your entire house doesn't get hit with the chaos and clutter storm because it all gets stopped right at your door. It's like having a little quarantine station specifically for clutter management. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below about what room you're going to organize first with these tips.
Lazy cleaning habit number 10. Wear it twice, wash less often. Now, we need to talk about laundry. Because honestly, if there's one chore that feels like it somehow multiplies overnight and creates more work than you started with, it's this one. You wash your clothes, you fold them, you're supposed to put them away, and then suddenly the next day, your laundry hamper is already demanding your attention again. It's like it never stops. Here's an important reality. Not every single piece of clothing you wear needs to be washed immediately after one use. That's not me being lazy. That's me being practical and realistic about how clothes actually work. Jeans, they're completely fine wearing them for at least 3 wears before you actually wash them. Sweaters, you can easily wear a sweater twice or more before it needs washing. Pajamas, come on. Who are you trying to impress while you're sleeping? Even your towels can last longer than one use if you properly hang them to dry between showers. Many seniors absolutely swear by this hack because it genuinely reduces the amount of laundry you're dealing with. One gentleman shared his secret to low-maintenance laundry. He has specific designated around-the-house clothes that he keeps separate. These are comfortable, they're not fancy or nice, and they definitely don't need washing after every single wear. He just rotates through them. Another woman told me she keeps a specific chair in her bedroom that she calls her wear-again chair. Clothes that aren't quite dirty yet, but aren't completely clean enough to go back in the closet, go on that chair, and she just rotates through them. Lazy? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely. Think about the benefits of this approach. Fewer loads means less bending, less hauling heavy baskets around, less folding, and definitely less ironing. And let's be totally honest, most of us absolutely avoid ironing like it's contagious or something. Plus, this approach actually saves water, saves detergent, and saves electricity. That becomes a win for your wallet and a win for the environment. So technically, your laziness just became officially eco-friendly. How great is that? And don't forget this fact. Wearing clothes more than once before washing actually makes them last way longer overall. The fibers break down less from constant washing and drying cycles, which means your favorite sweater won't suddenly transform into a belly shirt after 6 trips through the dryer. So really, this isn't just some lazy hack. It's actually self-care for your entire wardrobe. Lazy cleaning habit number 11. Morning bathroom prevention routine. Here's a bonus habit that changes how clean your bathroom stays all day long. Most bathrooms get messy throughout the day because water, toothpaste, hair, and various products accumulate without any system to manage them. But what if you spent just 2 minutes every morning doing one simple thing? Keep a squeegee, a small cloth, and a trash basket right in your bathroom. Every morning, do this. Squeegee your shower or tub walls, wipe down your mirror completely, and do a quick sweep of the floor. That's it. Less than 2 minutes. This prevents water stains from building up, stops toothpaste from getting crusty, and catches hair before it becomes a problem. By doing this tiny bit of maintenance every single morning, your bathroom stays clean all day long without you doing any deep cleaning. I know a woman named Gloria who does this routine while her coffee brews. By the time her coffee is ready, her bathroom looks perfect. She told me, "I spend less time on this than I spend brushing my teeth, and my bathroom looks like a hotel." It's prevention instead of correction, and prevention always takes way less effort. There you have it. 11 different lazy cleaning habits that prove you absolutely don't have to spend your weekends bent over with a mop or have your knees suffering while you push a vacuum around for hours and hours. A few simple habits, a couple of clever strategies, and suddenly your entire home stays looking clean with almost zero effort on your part. And honestly, that's the kind of cleaning approach I can completely get behind. That's real life. Now, if even just one of these tips genuinely helped you or gave you an idea you're going to use, please do me a personal favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks if you haven't already. Share this video with a friend who's also tired of constantly battling dust bunnies and clutter. Trust me, their knees and their back will sincerely thank you. Drop a comment below and tell me which habit you're most excited to try. Are you getting a robot vacuum? Setting up a drop zone? I want to hear what's going to work best for you. Until next time, Remember, keep things simple, keep your home clean, and most importantly, keep it lazy. See you soon on Seniors Cleaning Hacks.